Up and back. 8. Nice big circles. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tall neck, and we're looking over our shoulder. We're not turning here yet. Other side. And one more time. Other side. Looking up. Looking down. Back to center, ear to shoulder. Other side. Back to center. Let's start easy warming up, easy moguls. I'm gonna move back a little bit. Easy moguls. Make sure your equipment's not underfoot like mine is. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This works the ankles pretty good. This is a good activator for ankles. And then if we want to do our forward and back, that will warm us up for our cardios later on. Forward and back. And the circles. And if you feel like you want to challenge yourself, you have to engage the core. If you don't hold on here, it's a little tougher to hold the leg up. Other direction with the circles and side to side. Otherwise, this is another option. Or you can hold the leg up here, switch legs, pointing and flexing. Circles. Other direction. And side to side. Let's move, let's head farther up north. Let's do a little hip hinging, bending in. And you can, if you miss yoga, you can also do, remember this one for you yoga folks, you're just bringing the arms back and then pushing them forward for 8. Really engage that stomach as you come back. 7, 6, and 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be the airplane. We could also do, this would be the chair in yoga. I just call it rowing, but it's the same idea. Let's do 4 more of these. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and tall. The chicken. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1. Let's do goal post. 7, 6. This is tougher. Now, if this bothers your shoulder, skip it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. There's also the window washer. This is a little easier. Or wax on, wax off if you watch The Karate Kid. Other direction. And we can also go straight up. 8, 7, 6, 5. Push and pull, push and pull. You can go up on your toes. I'm going up on my toes because it feels like I can get a little higher. Last one. Rest. How about a stretch? Shoulder stretch. Anytime your shoulders get a little sore, just skip an exercise and do the shoulder stretch. We don't work the biceps and triceps enough to need a stretch, but if we did, a tricep stretch would be this, or going up here, I generally don't add that in because, again, we don't work them that hard. And then a bicep stretch would be just this. Where we're turning our thumbs towards the back of the room. And how about inhaling the arms up as high as we can and then exhaling down. We'll do 6 of these. 6, 5. And again, I guess yoga's on my brain. If you like to play with the yoga, inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. So pair your breathing with what you're doing. And I'm just about done doing these, I think. And let's go easy laterally. Let's try to reach something, shifting your weight. So as I reach this way, all the weight's here. Just don't come out of your chair. Let's do 5 more. Reach and pull, reach and pull, reach and pull. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And rest out to the side as far as we can. A heel will get you a little bit longer. Otherwise, your foot can be here. And then back. Let's go 8 of these. 7, 6, 5. Working in here. 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Try to keep you straight ahead. Just the leg goes out to the side. And then we could also go forward. 6, 5. Whenever we go forward, make sure you're engaged here or you're back in your chair. 2 more. Or another option, you could have your ball back there to kind of support the lower back. Other leg. Whenever we go forward, we should be thinking about supporting the lower back. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Rest, 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 rest. Let's grab the back of our chair, lean forward. And the higher up on your chair, it seems I like it more. Here is okay, here is harder. Don't lean so far forward that the back legs of your chair come up, right? Back to center, and then we'll do 1 more static stretch, and then we'll do our up and downs. So leg all the way out, hip forward, and you should be going straight ahead. I'm just turning sideways so you can see it better. And other leg. And I don't know how clearly you can see on your screen, but I really should be going almost more straight, but I have a little bit of a sore knee. So if you can straighten up even more, do that, and that will really engage those muscles more. Grab some water. Nice and tall. Are we ready? So we're going to come out of our chair, and then we're lowering with control. 7, 6, 5, and ideally our back is fairly straight. I'll turn sideways. 4, you can see the back is nice and straight. 3, and as you come up, drive the hips forward. Drive the hips forward. Let's do 1 more and stay up. Back of your chair. As always, the chair is our 4th piece of equipment. Use it for the leg exercises. When we do balance, then you can get away from your chair. When we do cardio, you can get away from your chair. 7, let's do arms out to the side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Leg forward, arms to the side for 8, 7. I mentioned it before. Can everybody see how my foot is turned in? Try to have that foot be straight ahead. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When we do something with a bent knee, your option is to let go of the chair when it looks like this, adding arms, or you can do one arm. High knee, 8, 7, 6. You don't have to go overhead. You could certainly go forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And this, with a bent knee behind you, would look like this. And when we do bent knee that way, to add the arms, we usually alternate legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 8 more. 8. Oh, I started to do something different. Sorry. 6, 5, 4, 3. If you need the chair, it's right there. 1. And rest, nice and tall. What I started to do was the ice skater. So be careful when you go behind that you don't trip. So have the chair available. Going sideways with the leg back. 8, 7. And the arms can be doing something if you want. Sometimes if the feet are a little complicated, I don't add a lot of arm stuff so you don't get confused. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Rest. We can go side to side. So now we're not going behind. What can we do with the arms? How about pushing, pushing, push, pull, push, pull. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. We can also go in front and across. So again, if you need the chair, otherwise going in front looks like this, in front. And we're crossing the midline, crossing the midline. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can also do our single, single, double, single, single, double. Single, single, double, single, single, double. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Who made it through? Who made it all the way through? We can also go forward and back. If you go forward and back, make sure there's nothing that will trip you. So forward and back, 3 steps, and you can do clap on the 4th step. 1, 2, 3, clap. This is more advanced. If you're not comfortable going backwards, skip it. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest, rest, rest. We can go out to the side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. We can go up on our toes. 8, 7. Let's go out to the side with our arms. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up on our heels. I think I told you before on SilverSneakers class, the guy was doing it both at the same time. That's an option. I prefer one at a time. I feel like I get a deeper stretch and I add the arms. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Let's, if you're at your house, it's not part of the SilverSneakers class, but all the leg stuff you can do against a wall, right? You have a wall to hold on to. We use the chair in this class, but sometimes the wall is more stable. Let's do a little bit of cardio. Let's do just maybe less than 5 minutes. So we're gonna march for 30 seconds. So once winter comes, the walking may become a little bit of a challenge. Some of you might live in apartment buildings where they have long hallways. I trained a client a couple years ago, and it seemed like a mile to the end of her hallway. 10 more seconds. Or I guess you could go out to the mall and walk around. Hopefully there's not many people out there. But figure out a way to get in some walking. And then if you want to do that walking challenge, let's swing our arms this way, and we're doing short little steps. It'd be fun to see some names on that walking challenge from this class. Circles, and then we can go right to jump roping. And again, in this class, we never have both feet off the ground, so it's not this. It's one leg at a time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then going backwards with the shoulders. It's the same thing with the feet. And really the goal of this is to get your heart rate up a little bit, but not a lot. You don't want to be out of breath or tired. If you are, just back it off a little bit, like you could do a little bit of hula hooping. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other direction. 7, 6. And you can do a little hip hinging if you want with that hula hoop, as long as you have engaged these core muscles in your stomach. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Let's do one balance, and then I think we'll grab our chair. So we'll do this one to warm up for our tree yoga. 6 more. And if you like to be fussy, you can try to get your ankle, knee, and hip all at a 90-degree angle. So when I turn sideways, can you see? Here's 90, here's 90, here's not quite 90. 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 8. And you're just rotating through the hip. You're not rotating through your lower back, right? 6. So don't rotate your lower back to get your leg farther. Just go as far as you can with the leg without moving down here. 2 more. And as always, building strength in that standing leg. Oh, I'm almost too tired to do the tree. Nice and tall. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Always have the chair available. Okay, remember what we just did. So open that hip up, the toe is on the ground, and the heel is into your middle of your shin. This can be your final pose. Just add an arm. If you want to take away from the chair, hands to heart center. If you can lift the leg off the ground, more challenging. Keep this open. Great job. Other leg. So again, our hip hinge out, kickstand the toe, bring the heel into the shin, hand on the chair, This can be your final spot, or you can let go of the chair, or the foot can come up. And I skipped the growing the trees, branches, because I forgot, but you can always add arms out to here if you prefer that rather than this. And rest. Great job. Grab a seat. Grab some water. Let's do a couple rotations quickly, and then we'll get started with the equipment. So arms out, follow the hand. Now you can twist the torso. Other side. Back to center. Nice and tall. Nice and tall. Let's inhale with one arm. The other arm can rest on your leg, and then back down. Nice and long. Nice and long. Nice and long. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Let's grab the hand weights. Oh. There's a sweet spot with under those chairs where you can't quite get the weights no matter what you do. So if you ever get a weight in that spot, you're in trouble. Pushing out. Pushing out. And I'm kind of gripping the floor with my toes. I mean, you probably can't see that, but that kind of stabilizes me as well, just like I'm trying to hold on to a little branch with my toes. 6, 5, 4, 3. And the farther out you go, the more challenging. If you do short little jabs, that's still good, but farther, obviously, is more stretchy. Rest, rest, rest. Let's just do this. Easy enough. Turning, turning. Those are our pronator, supinator muscles. If that feels familiar, bend your elbows. Does this ring a bell? When you bend your elbows, your shoulders are brought into play a little more, but it's really the same muscle being worked, this muscle in here. So if you take the shoulders out of it, it would be this. Otherwise up here for our oil and vinegar. 6, 5. You can do most of these standing up. I see some people are standing, that's fine. 1, rest. Let's do the TV tray since tomorrow's a big eating day. The TV tray, you just have your hands like this, and you can do it with or without a hip hinge. I usually skip the hip hinge when my hands are like this. And I'm nice straight back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then if I flip the weights the other way, it becomes a row. And now we can add the hip hinge, and these are a little challenging shoulder-wise. So try, do your best, or skip it. 4, and 3, and 2. That's plenty. That's plenty. Let's stretch our shoulder. I need that now. Good job. Good job, everyone. And normally your knees wouldn't be locked in like this, but I think I'm doing that so the weights don't fall out of my lap. Normally your feet are here, right, when you're doing all your other stuff. Okay, should be rested now. Let's do the easy ones, the bicep curls. Start so you can stay seated. Start in this position. As you come up, you turn and you come back down. 8, 7, And I'm going a little slower than usual because I want you to work a little more on those muscles. 3. There is a routine where you pause for 2 counts at the top. We'll skip that today, but maybe in the future I'll introduce that to you. Last one. I think that was more than 8. Sorry. Okay, triceps, it really feels, it's almost the same way, except you're pushing back and pulling up again. Let's do 8 of those. 8. Be sure the elbows are in tight. If you're out here, it's more shoulders. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest, rest. Tap the weights in front. Tap the weights behind. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Weights on the legs. Let's lift the leg up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulders. Arms in tight. Overhead press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Let's give the shoulders a break. Let's do something a little bit easier. What should we do? Overhead triceps? Or you can do the triceps we just did down here. 8, 7, 6. And I like supporting the elbow. It's not necessary. You'll see people doing this all the time. 2, 1. But for me, it just feels, and then I can feel that muscle moving. 8, switch arms. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Let's do the chicken. So because of our bent elbow, these are lateral raises made easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest for a second. You can do moguls. Let's do moguls while the weights are on our legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral raises without a bent elbow, more challenging. You can do single arm at a time for an easier, or you can drop the weights. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more challenging one, the fly. Again, there is some shoulder involvement, but this is really designed to work your chest. 6, pushing the weights out, pulling them back in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. And if that one's tough, without the weights, it's still an awesome stretch, right? And you're stretching out this muscle as you come out, and then you're tightening that muscle to pull it back in. Rest, rest, rest. Anything else we got to do? Palaf press. Nice and tall. Remember, when you go out front, engage your core more. And I'm adding up my toes here. You can do that if you want. 5, 4, 3, 2. A general rule of thumb is to keep your feet firmly on the floor so it gives you better support. But if you want to challenge yourself a little, you can add the toes up. I think that's good. I think that's good for the weights. Put them down, grab some water. So between each piece of equipment is a great time to drink water. And then if you get into that habit, you will have drunk water 1, 2, 3, 4 times during class at the minimum. Okay, shoulders back. We are curling the ball up, overhead press. And for those of you that like the weights, I don't usually do this one, curl to overhead press. I'm just showing it to you. You don't have to grab your weights. And we're mimicking that with the ball. Curl, overhead press. The curl to overhead press with the weights is a really great workout because it uses biceps, shoulders. It uses a little bit of everything. 3 more. So you can add that to your bag of tricks. 2 more. 1 more. And even with the ball, push up, pull it down. And the last one, push up and pull it down. And when we go out to the side, does this remind anybody of our Warrior 2 arms? Does this remind anybody of our fly? Right, working these muscles. 5, push out and pull it back to center. 1 more. And rest, 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 rest. Something different under the leg, that's certainly different. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, other leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Stretching out the leg. The ball goes underneath the foot. I'll turn a little sideways, and you get long with that leg, and then you pull it back. 8, almost fully extending the knee. You can keep a soft bend. 5, 4, 3, push it out, pull it back, push it out, pull it back. Rest. Oh, other leg. If you need the back of your chair for any of these, that's what it's there for. Don't get a sore back on me. 6, 5, you can't quite see that, can you? 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Crushing the ball. Let's do the legs first. Crush, 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 crush. Resist the ball coming back. Resist it coming back. Don't let it expand. 3, 2, 1. Crushing the ball up here. If this bothers your shoulder, your alternative thing is to just rotate in. Otherwise, crush. Crush it against your ribs for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side for 8, 7. Working these muscles in here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If your chest is weak, your arms and shoulders will try to help out. This is a chest exercise. So make sure that these muscles are doing the work. Another chest one would be this, crushing the ball. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more hip hinge, and that's simply our row for 8, 7, 6, and go far enough forward. You don't have to come out of your chair, but imagine if you did pop right out of your chair and lower. I don't think I'll add this in because I think it's a little more challenging, but kind of think of that idea. Last one. And now put the ball lower back and lean and breathe into that ball. And then probably my favorite for the back is in between the shoulder blades. We are very tight there. We get stressed out. Those muscles tighten up. Our neck tightens up. This is your chance to de-stress. And I'm bringing the arms up. I could easily do this I could keep them out here. I could keep them in here and pull the shoulders up a little to get that ball deeper, whatever feels good. And I can push on my legs a little to get the ball deeper. And the last one for the ball for today is under the leg. And again, this should feel good. If you go straight up, it's gonna work the middle of your hamstring. If you go side to side, you can see it gets the edges of your hamstring. So let's do both. 4 more. Up, side to side, back and down. 3 more. 2 more. And that will be time to switch legs. You can push your leg down to get that ball a little deeper by using your leg muscle strength. So if you can see, I'm pushing down. Can you see how flat I got the ball? Maybe you can't, but I'm really pushing the ball down with my leg. 4 more. 3 more. It wouldn't be unheard of if you do this stretch, you might almost find yourself getting a cramp up in here. So don't go to that point. This is the last one of these. Rest, grab some water. You should be done with your water almost by now. If you finish your water before we even sat down for the weights, then you need to drink more water before class. Hands through the handles. Or if you don't have this kind, just grab it farther away so it's wide. And again, up overhead. If you can't go overhead, go to here and pull the band wider. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. What am I doing with my legs here? 2. I was fidgeting. You don't want to be a fidgeter. And that's plenty of those. Hip hinge, leaning forward, and then pull straight back for 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. And you could also skip the hip hinge and just do this without the hip hinge. Let's go to legs. And we're pulling up on the handles to make it harder for the legs, and then we're going out and we're tapping the heel. You can also tap the foot flat. It's just a little bit more extension of the leg if you tap the heel. What number are we on? 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Arms. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more round of legs. Well, let's do 8 of them though. 8, 7, 6, 5. It's not a bad day outside if you want to get out for a little walk later. 3, 2. Oh, I'm done with these, so am I right? Am I the only one? That's enough of that. Hook one foot, row it back. Both handles in one hand. 5. If what you have is too easy, if you don't have the green band, for example, you can move your hand a little farther forward to make it more challenging. 2, if you need more challenge. 1, other leg. Oh, sorry, I don't know what I'm fiddling with these things for. Another thing that makes it more challenging if you have a really long leg. So if you're over 6 foot, it's going to be harder than if you have a shorter leg. 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go quickly behind the back. We'll just do 2 or 3 things behind the back. Grab the handles. I'm grabbing them a little because it's too easy if I hold on to the handles. I want to challenge myself. So I move my hands up. Let's do 8 of these. 7, 6, 5. Again, this should be your chest, not your shoulders doing the work. 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and punch it out to the side or the diagonal. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one rotator cuff. I was going to do it with the weights and I forgot. So alternate which hand is on top, elbows are in tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Let's go ahead and do 2 stretches. Arms straight out and pull it back. Don't overdo it. Don't overstretch. One more. And let's do one last leg stretch and we'll get you out of here and start your weekend a little early. Although we are still having class on Friday, so I take that back. 4, 3. Doesn't that feel good? And it doesn't matter if you hold 1 or 2 hands. 1, last one. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, and 2, and that is that for the stretch band. Nice and tall. Hopefully you feel better than when you started. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, 2 more, slower. Do them through the nose if you can. Last one, slow as molasses. Hands end up in heart center. Thank you so much for coming. Have an awesome Thanksgiving. Get out and walk. Sign up for the walking club, the walk run club if you want. Starts December 1st.